Are you someone who always assumes and you're scared to ask questions? Are you somebody who always jumps into conclusion without asking questions and verifying? I'm sure your assumptions have got you into problems several times. So watch this video to the very end and let's find out why assumptions are bad and how you can stop assuming and instead start verifying your facts. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Inspira Central. Hello fellow Inspirers, welcome to Inspira Central. My name is Monica and I'm the Chief Inspirer herself. It's so good to have you here. Today I'll be talking about assumptions. Are you someone who always jumps to conclusions? Are you always assuming things instead of asking questions and verifying? Watch this video to the very end and I will tell you why assumptions are very bad and how they could be hurting your relationships. Assumption is you feeling that you know it, even without getting the clear picture of things. Most times when you assume, you do not ask questions. You just come, look at something, get into the middle of something, and you conclude that you know the beginning. You don't know what happened before you came in, but you just assume, you just conclude that this thing you have seen, this frame, this picture, this particular clip or episode that you're looking at is the whole picture. But that's usually not the case. It's usually not the case because you don't know how things were at the beginning. Neither do you know what role each person played before you stepped into the situation. When you assume, you go with this mindset of, I can see the beginning from where I am. When you assume, you walk into a situation that you have not known from the beginning. You walk into a situation midway and you reach conclusions on your own. It's just like where you see a jigsaw puzzle. You see a puzzle that is not completed, but you just assume, even though you've never seen it, you just know what the picture is about. But the puzzle is not complete. The pieces are not put together. You don't know where someone started from. You don't know if it's a map. You don't know if it's a face of someone. You don't know if it's a picture. You don't know if it's a pussycat. You don't know if it's a dog. You have no idea because the puzzle is not complete. But you just go there and assume, I know what it is. It is the map of Africa. No. I know what it is. It's a teacup. My dear, you don't know what it is. Why don't you accept that you don't know what happened before you stepped into that room? It's just like when you get there, you take things out of context. You could walk in and somebody says, and I will never help her. And then you start saying, oh, you'll never help me. You'll never help me. Do you think I need your help? And then everybody's looking at you bewildered like you just developed horns. They're looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Where did you get that from? And you're like insisting, I heard what you said. You said you will never help me. And people are blinking like, what's going on here? What's going on here? You didn't hear the first part of that sentence. You did not hear the conversation that was the beginning of that thing. You just jumped in midway and concluded that they said they will not help you. Did you hear the beginning of the conversation? What if the person had said, and then I want to help her even though she keeps saying, I will not help you? Can you see how different it is? Do you see how you just get one meaning that is not there because you have jumped in without knowing the context, without knowing the beginning of the conversation? You just jumped in and concluded on your own. Assumptions, conclusions, they have a way of tearing your relationship apart. Because instead of you to ask questions, you go in there like a know-it-all. You go in there like you know what you're talking about, whereas you actually don't. And if you can pipe low for a minute, if you can pause for a second, you will see that you don't know what you're talking about. You will see that you have no idea what the conversation was about. And if you had only asked and said, what were you talking about? Someone could tell you, I said I was going to help you, even though you keep saying, I will not help you. And then you say, oh, was that what you were saying? Oh, yes, I keep saying it, but if you're going to help me, I'm grateful. And then that conversation changes. It turns around because you get a completely different meaning. You get a completely different idea. You now understand what was said and not what you think was said. That's the problem with assumptions. Assumptions make you think you know what was said, but you don't know what was said. You were not there. If you keep assuming, you keep tearing your relationships apart. Because some people find it difficult to explain, especially when you come with this hostility. If you come at them with hostility, they're going to be like, so what's the essence of explaining? No, you've already concluded, so why are we having this conversation? Many people will not want to explain because you feel that you know it all. You feel that you heard the whole thing from the beginning. You feel that you know what they are thinking, what they are saying, what they are doing. You feel like you're omniscient, all-knowing, but you're not. And then you tear relationships apart. And then you're having squabbles and quarrels that are unnecessary. And then you're losing favors because just imagine the guy was saying he was going to help you, or the lady was saying she was going to help you, and then you get in there with this antagonistic attitude. You get in there saying, you know it all. Yes, you said that. You take it out of context. You assume. There's so much you stand to lose by assuming. There is so much because you're going to end up with half information. You're going to take things out of context. You're going to end up with broken relationships. And you're going to end up feeling unwise. By the time you find out what the real truth is, if you find out what was really said, you're going to feel like, oh, you're not so smart after all. You're going to feel bad about yourself. You're going to really feel bad about yourself. So why don't you ask questions? It's better to actually ask questions and fix that ignorance. Instead of feeling like there's no need asking questions, I know it all, I know what was said, I know what he thinks, I know what she thinks, I know what was said about me. Ask. You have nothing to lose by asking. Ask and someone will tell you this is what was said, or this was how it went down, or this is the story, or this is what we're saying, or this is the conversation. Don't walk into a room feeling you know it all. You're only going to end up feeling unwise. You're only going to end up feeling like you should have kept quiet. So ask. If you know you're not going to overlook it, ask and say, what's going on? Can someone tell me what was happening? There's no need for assumptions. Assuming is only going to make things worse. Assuming is going to help you get to a wrong conclusion. Assumptions will only make you reach conclusions that anybody who was in the room from the beginning will not reach. And that starts making you look like you're not so smart up there. It makes you look like you don't have it all together. It makes you look like you're not just ignorant, but you're deluded. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. So start asking those questions. If you want to know, ask. If you walk midway into a conversation, stay, listen, understand what they are saying. Anything that is not clear, ask. Don't assume. Also, be humble enough to say, I don't know. Be humble enough to say, I'm not omniscient. I couldn't have known what was said in my absence. Be humble enough to say, okay, so why don't you take me through that thing again? Tell me how it went from the beginning. Just rehash the whole thing for me. Tell me how it went. Be humble enough. It's not a big deal if you're ignorant and then somebody clarifies things for you. It's not a big deal. Because once they have clarified it, now you understand it, you didn't take it out of context, and you didn't act ignorantly. So ask questions. Ask those questions. Anywhere you're not clear about something, ask. Don't assume they will say. Don't assume this was what was said. Don't assume that this is the way they think. People can think a million thoughts in a day. Yes, even though people may be predictable, but you really can't tell how they will react in every context. You really cannot tell. So ask questions, verify, clarify, confirm. Always do that instead of assuming and jumping to conclusions. All right then. I hope that this video has inspired you to keep asking questions. Always be bold enough to say, I don't know. Could you please tell me this? Could you please tell me that? There is no need jumping to conclusions and ending up tearing your relationships apart. Ask questions wherever you're not clear, and people are willing to clarify, to make you understand, to make sure you're on the same page. If you enjoyed watching this video, please drop a comment below. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video and you would like to see more of such videos, please subscribe to this channel. Simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. It is completely free of charge. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Also, do not forget to share this video with everyone. We all jump to conclusions, we all assume from time to time. So please share this video with everyone so that we can stop tearing our relationships apart by jumping into hasty conclusions. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. Please keep watching my videos here on Inspira Central. I have a playlist in the description of this video. Please go check out that playlist, watch the videos in that playlist, and let's keep growing together, developing our minds, developing everything around us, and becoming better people. Thank you once again for watching this video to the very end. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much. Inspira Central.